Good morning. Today's message is prosperity. Proverbs 14:23, the New King James Version. In all labor there is profit, but idle chatter leads only to poverty. And I bring this message to you because too many times we struggle in life because we walk around and we talk about, oh, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. I wish somebody give me this. Things like that don't happen for me, or this happened for certain people. All these excuses we make. But God says in all labor there is profit. What are you doing with your profit is the magical question this morning. What do you do with your money when you make it? Because God made it clear that He wants to live in abundance. Faith without works is dead. I'm sure you heard of it, especially all you Christians that go to church. I want you to prosper. But again, God tells us faith without works is dead. That four-letter word, a lot of us tend to be afraid of, work, W-R-K. We don't want to do the work. So we say things like, oh, I'm going to leave it all in the hands of God. He's going to work it all out. Got news for you. God works out what you can't handle. He's equipped you to handle certain things. You need to do the work. Stop whining about you wish you had a new house. Put in the work to get the new house. What is it you need to do to get the new house? Do you need to increase your credit score? Do you need to earn more money? In earning this more money, is it you need to further your education so you can get a higher paying job, so you can afford this nicer house or a new home? Do you need to get a second job? If you're an entrepreneur or business-minded person, what are you doing to prep and prepare yourself to start your own business? Are you saving money? Have you did the due diligence to first conceptualize what type of business you want to own? And then once you conceptualize the type of business you want to own, how much money does it take to start this business? And then you go to the step of, how will I accumulate this money that I need to start this business? As opposed to, I hear a lot of people say, oh, I wish I had the finance to start a business. Well, what are you doing with your income tax money every year? Are you in the mall? Are you purchasing cars? Are you buying expensive jewelry and clothes? This is an educated question to ask yourself. It's not to get offended by. It's real life questions. Yes, your money, but it's also your poverty as well. So you have no room to whine when things are not working in your favor. What are you doing with your money? There are 3 pillars of wealth in America, or 3 umbrellas of wealth, however you want to look at it. Listen to me well, because your pastor's not going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. They're going to pass the basket, but they're not going to tell you how to increase your wealth. I'm telling you, I'm a minister, but I'm coming at you from a different perspective from biblical knowledge. God wants you to live in abundance, so I'm telling you how to live in abundance. 3 pillars of wealth in America: real estate, real estate, real estate, real estate, real estate. You're renting a property, but you don't own it. I.e., we all have to start somewhere. I understand that. How long are you going to rent for? And if you've been renting a property for multiple years, break out the calculator and multiply what you pay in rent monthly times 12, which gives you 1 year. Then multiply that times how many years you've been there. Then you probably gonna want to sit down, and you may need some I don't know, some Excedrin, some aspirin, or whatever, because you're gonna have a headache when you realize how much money you've been throwing out the window when you could have owned something. So then you say, well, I would have purchased, but my credit wasn't right. Why didn't you hire someone to fix your credit? You waste all your money in the mall, but you won't pay a person a few $100s, $200-$300, whatever, depends on how bad your credit is tore up, to fix your credit. You don't value that. But you'll pay all this money to rent a house when you could purchase one. I'm a little confused on that one. Real estate. The most expensive bill you ever have your whole life is going to be the roof over your head, whether you purchase the home or rent the home. That being so, at least own the home. Get in the process of purchasing a home. Finance your home. Fix your credit. You have income, fix your credit, you can get financed. Purchase your home. We all start from somewhere. Don't continue to rent. Own your home. Own it. So real estate is the first pillar of wealth I want to tell you about. The second pillar of wealth I want to tell you about is the stock market. 97 to 98% of everything you purchase is on the stock market. So you tell me you love this particular type of shoe. You like this particular type of perfume. You purchase it all the time. Whatever it is you purchase and buy. You love McDonald's. You love Burger King. Whatever it is. All these blue chip businesses are on the stock market. So my question is, why don't you own stock in them? Why don't you own stock in them? The stock market builds wealth. The other pillar of wealth is entrepreneurship, owning a business or multiple businesses. Understand, excuse me. So let me just say this to you. A business person, a business-minded person, or a business owner, a lot of times they just own one business. And you conversate with them, they say, oh, I've been owning this business or running this business for multiple years. And granted, they may be successful. An entrepreneur starts one business, get it successful, they start another business. Get that successful, they start another business. Get that successful, they start a bit. That's different. A difference. The difference of an entrepreneur and a business owner. An entrepreneur is like a spider, multiple hands, multiple businesses, multiple fingers, multiple businesses. So then they have multiple streams of income, which gives them a safe financial future, a safer. At any rate, the message I want to get to you without confusing you, making it long and drawn out, is the three pillars of wealth. If you want to become financially independent and wealthy in America, you need to start owning real estate. You need to invest in the stock market. You need to invest in yourself and owning your own business. If you can go on somebody else's job and work, they're giving you meritorious awards, and you don't want to know where that came from, but it ain't pretty. Anyway, the ideology of it. However, you get these meritorious awards printed up on paper, all this kind of stuff. Kudos to you and all this kind of stuff. You made employee of the month, all this kind of stuff. But all you're doing is building wealth for somebody else's family. What are you doing for your family? What are you doing for your children? What business are you leaving for your children to inherit? Is the magical question. What do you have? If they fired you tomorrow, then what would you do? What would you do? Listen, in education, let me enlighten you on education, because I have a master's degree. Only time a degree means something in today's society, listen to me well, is that degree is in a field of expertise in reference to skill. Skill gets you paid. If you tell me you have a master's in science or master's in mathematics, I'm going to ask you to do what? A master's in mathematics to do what? To do what? And let's compare you to a person who went to school. I'm just going to use HVAC, which is one of the things I went to school for, HVAC. And for you guys who don't know what HVAC is, that's home AC repair. You take a person to go to school for HVAC, they can work, gather their tools, a truck, van, or whatever they chose to work out of, and they can start their own business. All they need is good advertising. Why? Because everybody needs air conditioning. And if you live in South Florida runs off air conditioning. Everybody from South Florida, you know this. South Florida runs off air conditioning. Okay? But for the ones of you who don't realize, we're in the global warming process. And if you notice, even the ice caps in Antarctica are melting, which means the world is heating up. We're going to have longer, hotter summers and shorter winters, which means if you're in the HVAC field, you're going to always have a job / if you're business-minded, you can need to kick off your own business. I was just throwing one bone at you. All these cars run on the highway out here. You go to school for mechanics. Don't tell me you've been working at Chrysler, Ford, whatever the company is, 15 or 20 years. That's not impressive. What's impressive is you worked with them a couple of years, honed your skills, gathered your equipment, and you started your own business. That's impressive. Now you call your own shots. Now you vacation when you want to. Now you can own the house you want to own. Now you can take your wife on a vacation and your family on a vacation you want to take them on. Now you don't need to put in a request to take time off because you're the man and you calling the shots. Or maybe you don't want to be the man. Maybe you want to live your life with somebody always telling you when you could take vacation, when you could take leave, what time you got to be in. You got 30 minutes for lunch to choke your food down and catch indigestion. Whatever the case is. And this not to knock anybody because, I've served in the military and I've worked jobs myself, but I had the ideology of an entrepreneur. So I put my ducks in a row and I prepped to prepare myself education-wise, knowledge-wise, scripture-wise, to put myself in a position to start up and own my own business. And then from there, it's about elevating. Start one business, build it. Pour money over into another business, build it. Pour money into another business, build it. And then you have multiple streams of income. Will you have some ups and downs, some pitfalls? Every business do. You're going to go through some things in life. Nobody told you this world would be a bed of roses. But at one time, it was going to be, and it was. That was in the Garden of Eden. After Adam and Eve violated in the Garden of Eden, that's why you and I go through what we go through now. Understand that. That's when everything went downhill. When Adam and Eve sinned against God in the Garden of Eden. So understand that. So now, this world we're in is not a perfect world. It is not a fair world. Everything is not just. Everything is not right. Things are not going to always go in your favor. You're going to have obstacles, hurdles, and red tape. Keep God first place in your life. Pray to Him. But you have to do the work. If you're not willing to do the work, you're not going to be successful. Let me just tell you. If you're waiting for manna to fall out of the sky like the Old Testament, got news for you. Let me be the one to tell you in case your pastor didn't tell you, your bishop or whatever high profile title they want to use. D. Schultz going to be one to tell you. Manna's not going to fall out of the sky like the Old Testament. That's not going to happen. If you want to prosper in today's society, in today's world, especially we're going to speak of the United States because this is where we are, put forth the effort to start your own business. Now, I want to share this other knowledge with you as well, so just so you know. When it comes to your income tax, just keep in mind when you file your income tax on your Social Security number, which is what you'll file it under because you're employed by someone. The only thing you can write off is going to be an underage child. But a business owner, they get to write off vacation, car repairs, oil changes, hotel stays, vacation, travels, all these things, clothes, all this stuff because it's cost of doing business. So you're thinking to yourself, well, David, why is this when normally a business owner would make more than a working class person? So then you understand America is a capitalistic country, and America rolls out the red carpet to rich and wealthy people and business owners. Just understand how to play chess. Understand how to play chess. Know how the game is being played. Then you get in and you play the game the right way. You just keep it morally and ethically sound and respect to God. You want to keep it Christian. You want to keep it ethical. Okay? You want to do things the right way. But I'm telling you, because too many times you guys go into churches and people go into churches and they're hurting. And I know you're hurting. I know you're hurting. If I went to a church today and I went up in the pulpit and I looked down at the congregation, and let's say hypothetically, I'm just going to throw a figure, I'm looking at 200 or 300 people, and I'm looking into your eyes, I see hurt. I see different pains from divorce, from I don't have a job, or my lights off, or I don't have little food in my refrigerator, I need to get my children clothes, on and on. We can go on and on and talking, but a lot of pastors don't tell you guys how to fix that. They tell you praise God, worship God, this and that. That's first and primary. That's true. But they're not telling you how to get on top. They're not telling you how to quench the fire of your hurt. And a lot of you guys are hurting there from a financial perspective. And for you couples out there, I want to encourage you, work together. And if you're a man and a woman, if you're involved in a relationship with someone that don't have your best interest at heart, they don't back you 100%, they're not in your corner, then you need to leave them. You could do bad by yourself. You could do better by yourself. You know? Just imagine a car sitting in the mud, spinning its wheels, exerting all this energy and power, but it's only going deeper and deeper into the mud. Why is it not going anywhere? Because it's stuck in the mud. It's being held down by the mud. If we can pull it up out of the mud, it would take off. So will your life if you're in a bad relationship. I don't care if you're a woman in a bad relationship with a man or a man in a bad relationship with a woman. You need to get out of it. Find your way out of it. Pray your way out of it. Go see a therapist. I don't know. Different strokes for different folks, but you need to figure it out and put yourself first. If a person is not down with you, trying to help you, then you need to move on. How much time do you have on planet Earth? I don't know how much time I have. Do you? Last time I checked, biblically, nobody knows. So what do you want to have? Where do you want to travel to? What? I mean, it's got to be something you want to enjoy out of your life. Refuse to allow someone to hold you down and keep you from prospering to have what you want to have. A, but B, which is even bigger than A, you need to put in the work. Stop sitting around being lazy and not prospering in your life, and then you're making excuses why you don't have this, why you can't go here, why you don't have the house you desire, why you can't purchase this, why you have to beg for a vacation. What are you going to do? What are you going to do different? What are you going to do different? If you're not making the money you want to make, you only have two options in this country. Either you further your education so you can get a higher paying job because you don't want to be an entrepreneur or business owner. And I get it, everybody don't want to own a business. Some people enjoy being on a job with somebody telling them what to do, like they're a robot. So if you enjoy that, I ain't knocking it. You got to get in where you fit in. If that's what you enjoy, stop selling for $10, $12 an hour when you can make $24 an hour. Or don't sell for $24 an hour when you can make $40 an hour. I don't know. Further your education. But even in education, you got to put in the work of going to school. You need to study. You're going to have tests. Still work. And if you're an entrepreneur-minded person like I am, save your money. Save your money and put it toward owning a business and build to have your own. So you can prosper. God wants you to prosper, but you got to understand you got to put in the work. Again, Proverbs 14:23. In all labor there is profit, but idle chatter leads only to poverty. Stop talking about, I wish I had, or one day I'm going XYZ. One day you're going to keep doing what you're still doing, talking just like you're talking today, because you ain't willing to put forth the effort to have that and to prosper, to do better. And you stop spending your money on stupid stuff. Spending your money on jewelry, name brand clothes, cars, rims, all that kind of stuff. I'm letting you know, yeah, it's your money. Don't see this video and get offended, but if you do, then that's on you. It's all good. People of knowledge and education see this video, they're not going to get offended. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's going to light a fire under them, So, if you want to spend your money differently, invest in the right things. It's not to say you can't get some of those things that I mentioned that you won't handle your business first. Invest in real estate, stock market, entrepreneurship. Handle your business first. And furthermore, Proverbs, God tells us a good man leaving inheritance for his children. What are you going to leave your child? If you're spending all your money on cars, clothes, rims, and et cetera, and if you die tomorrow, what are you going to leave your child? Furthermore, do you even have life insurance? I'm just telling you things you need to hear. It's not definitive, it's just things you need to hear. If you tonight went and purchased, $40 or $50 bottle of Hennessy, my question is, okay, do you have life insurance? Because there's some life insurance depending on your health and how you are that you could probably purchase $10, $15, $20 a month. You bought a bottle of Hennessy, but you don't have life insurance. And if you die tomorrow, then your family is not only crying because they miss you, they're crying because financially they're strapped because they're trying to figure out how to bury you. If you're not going to have a large life insurance policy, which I recommend to leave to your family, especially your children or wife, at least have enough money to a life insurance policy that at least will bury you, so you don't leave a burden on your wife, children, sisters, brothers, or parents, or whoever your loved ones are. I'm just saying this to you guys from a wisdom perspective. We need to think different. We need to allocate our money different, and we still can enjoy and have the nice things that we have. This video was not about bashing anybody. It wasn't about putting anybody down. It was about encouraging you guys to spend your money wisely. Invest your money in the stock market. Invest your money into real estate. Invest your money into your own business so you can live the life you want to have. Because I don't care if you're looking at this video and you offended, but if I ask everybody that's watching this video right here, whether you're offended or not, if I ask you this question, Would you like to have more money? And would you like to have control of your own time to come and go as you please and to travel and enjoy? Every one of you guys going to say yes. So then if you said yes, why are you offended by the video when I just laid you down the blueprint to how you can do it? You just got to do the work. I hope this video was inspiring to everyone. I hope you researched the information that I gave you, but you're going to always find out it's sound, because I'm never going to come to you with BS. And again, I'll always come to you and give you a different perspective of what your pastor's going to give you. Because I'll jump to different scriptures that he's not going to talk to you about. They're going to talk about sowing a seed and passing the basket. Because they in multiple, Pastor Day, Pastor Birthday, First Lady Day, first this, second that, Dog Day, Jump Over the Moon Day. All this kind of stuff you're going to hear when you go to church. You don't believe me? Pay attention when you go to church next time. They keep the basket in your face, because it's all about collecting your money. But 9 times out of 10, the pastor got a nice house and may own some little apartments or whatever, and probably got a Cadillac and a BMW too. Question is, what are you driving? Question is, where are you living? Question is, what do you have? But they're not going to encourage you to do investments to have. I'm encouraging you to do investments to have your own and to live better. I'm D. Schultz. That's your wisdom message for today. Be blessed. God love you. Keep moving forward.